Oh, wow. What a win from the New York Mets. Hello, everybody. This is Andrew Perry coming to you live and Andrew from the busy streets of New York City. And this is a brief edition of Drew Mania Live for this Wednesday, the 28th day of September the year 2022. And, of course, this is yours truly, Andrew L. Perry coming to you live and Andrew from the busy streets of Brooklyn, New York, as I chat to you what is happening in the world of sports. Let's get right to it with the Mets, and I'm telling you, I'm going to start off with the Mets because the Mets needed this win in the worst way because tomorrow they're off, and then Friday is the biggest series of the season with the Atlanta Braves because this could make and break who's going to win the NL East crown. But before we get into that, let's get into tonight's game as the Mets was down 4-0 to come back and won 5-4 in the bottom of the 10th, and it's all thanks to Eduardo Escobar. Eduardo Escobar single-handedly gave the Mets life. He hit the 2-run home runs he hit the 2-run home. He hit the 2-run homer in the sixth inning. In the sixth inning. Around six. It wasn't the sixth inning. It was the sixth inning. Damn, I forgot what inning it was. But he did hit a 2-run homer. Then he hit two RBIs to tie the game, and he hit a single RBI to win it as the Mets won the game. Now, Taijuan Walker did not have a good game. Gave up 2 hits and a run, a lot of runs, wasn't happy, obviously. But Edwin Diaz kept in the bullpen. I think the Mets have finally got a bullpen that they could rely on. I think this bullpen has been more reliable than we have seen in quite some time. And we've been complaining about the bullpen for a long time. But now the Mets have finally, after all these years, finally got something going. Finally. They have, and the Atlanta Braves lost to the Nationals at the bottom of the 10th. Wow. And the season is about to come to a close next week. So the wild card starts Saturday, but we'll deal with that later. And who could forget about Aaron Judge tying Roger Maris for a 61 home run since Sunday. Since Saturday hitting 60 home run, hit 60. We were waiting, anticipating hitting 61. Wednesday night, September 28th, 2022, he finally hit a home run, and the Yankees won by the score of 8-3 is the final. So overall in New York City is a good week for sports. Now the MLB season is about to come to a close as we get ready for which perhaps the wild card series, the postseason most likely. But let's wrap up this briefly show about the National Football League, scratch that. I'm going to touch on Malika Andrews in just a second. I mean, as far as I'm concerned with Malika Andrews, in the last few days, in my opinion, tarnish her credibility. Her credibility, as far as I'm concerned, that she once had the credibility she had with NBA Today, bringing ESPN, Afternoon, number one show, one of the top shows on ESPN for quite some time, putting on ESPN on the map, and she did something that really turned me on. Not only she lost credibility as far as I'm concerned, she did something that really made me lose respect for her. In one of our shows, she was saying that she was telling her about the new interim coach of the Boston Celtics, who's going to take it for Ime Udoka, obviously. Ime Udoka is going to be suspended for the rest of the year. Is going to be suspended for the rest of the year. His interim coach. And then she go deep into he committed battery. She give a background check, and I'm like, is that ain't necessary? Why you did that? Why did you need to feel okay? You wanna say, all right, all right. You wanna let them know that you wanna give them the heads up and or whatever. Fine, but don't try to embarrass the dude. Don't try to put his whole business out there when it doesn't need to. Why you talk about women need to protect women need the protection. Protection from what? Protection from what? In the Ime Udoka situation, no woman, it was consensual. There was no rape, there was no sexual assault, there was no sexual harassment. So what is there to protect? Protect what? How giving his business out there protect a woman? How? Protect a woman, money, I'm getting really tired of protecting women this, protecting women that. Women has been protected since the beginning of time. What are you talking about? Yes, we feel bad. Yes, we feel bad that, sometimes things happen to a woman and it should not happen. But let's not sit here and act like also women don't get protected. So let's stop right there. Why you need to bring that up? All you have to say, he was a head coach. He was a head coach for years. But let me get back to the topic. Malika Andrews didn't need to bring that up. Why should bring that up? To be spiteful? Like, again, as far as I'm concerned, she lost her credibility. But we're going to talk about more on the podcast. Talk more on a future podcast. Until then, I'm Andrew Perry. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to listen to a brief, you can listen to a brief. You can listen to this on Apple Podcasts and wherever you listen to your podcast. I'm Andrew Perry. Have a good night, everybody. Peace out.